Anyways, moving on, we've got the farmer, which pretty much is just a block that you put certain crops in, and it'll give you more of it. So it's not like it monitors your crops and does bone meal and this and the other. It's mostly just for copying or sort of, I guess, generating more. I wouldn't say mutating, but I'm trying to think similar along the lines to the other mods that have done this thing before. Let's see, can I do that? As I say, it's like, I know potatoes definitely do work. Yeah, it does need both slots, it just takes a while, I think. Yeah. So you could obviously do potatoes, carrots, wheat. I think you need the seeds for it. It doesn't actually do the other. So it's definitely more suitable for potatoes and carrots, I'd say, if anything else. But we'll try mods to different things like saplings and such, because I haven't tested those yet. So we'll do saplings, oak seed, wheat seeds, sorry. Oak seeds, about. Alright, so if we try wheat, you can see it's not even going to go in here. It'll sit there, but it won't do anything. Yeah, so it'll just fall out. We'll try beetroot, which I think is the seeds as well. Nope, so beetroot, the beetroot seeds, apparently. That's interesting. Alright, so just try each of these and find out what happens. So we'll go back to the potatoes, because they're not exactly done yet. I don't know why it's taking that long though. So they're gonna do their thing. It pretty much will just generate, I assume, an additional or two. I can't remember. For some reason it doesn't. It sits in there, but it doesn't do anything apparently. Okay, the seeds working out. Okay, weird. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that as far as I can tell. I don't know if there's much else you could do. Like, say, rotten flesh or spider eye or other bits and pieces. If you were to just say, like, manipulate certain other things. Nope, you can't. I don't think there's a clear sign of, like, things it supports. No, there's no things outside of just what you use to make the block. So, we've got the crusher next, which is for things like cobble and gravel and sand and such. So we could just say some cobble in here. I keep getting rid of the coal for some reason, I don't know why. Do that. Yeah. Did I miss something? Gravel. There we go. It was something. But yeah, you can do gravel and maybe sand? I don't know. What should try here? I keep doing that. Why do I keep getting a few coal? That's really silly of me. So we're getting gravel to sand. Sand to nothing. Cobble apparently doesn't do anything. Which is odd. Stone maybe? Stone to cobble, I think that might be. I don't know all the recipes, of course. There's a multitude. There's no wiki, there's a source. Crusher. Stone, gravel, logs to saplings, bone meal to make 4 of it, which I didn't know. Glowstone to break it down into its 4 components, and ores also have support as well. And if you have cotton resource installed, it will include those. Oh, logs is an error and ignored, sorry. So it's that, and the farmer is crops, flowers, and saplings to logs. So that's interesting. So 2 times the plant, and then it gives you wheat and beetroot from the seeds. Other things to consider, harder to obtain, this beetroot, pairing with redstone. So yes, we're getting gravel there, getting sand, we've got now double the potato, it's broken. Okay, so those didn't have enough coal, so they didn't generate anything, but either way. We'll move on to the last few, which is, let me just check in case I'm missing something. So we've got the breaker, which is obviously a block breaker. Just put in a pickaxe. Just go with diamond, just because it makes things easier, and I assume it's the thing that's in front of it with the face on it, but we'll see. So we'll go with, say, I don't know, gold ore or something. That's not doing anything because we don't have coal. So it's going to break everything in front of it, I assume. Yep, so there's that. So we'll try breaking some other stuff, such as obviously the worthy things to test, such as bedrock and obsidian, as you never know. It is obviously up to the pickaxe inside, I assume, that it will be able to break it. So if we go with, say, an iron pick, it's not likely to break it, and it'll use up the durability, of course. So we do this... Oh, okay, it actually can. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. So maybe you can cheese it even with a wooden pickaxe. I wonder. That probably needs to be fixed. Glad I tested. Yeah, because it's just putting a generic pick action rather than anything else. But it is using a lot more durability for doing it though. Okay, so we get a... Actually, we get a wood pick again. We'll go with, say, coal, something else. Oops. If I can get it in time. Stone. Okay, no, maybe it was just the obsidian. That might be the case. Which is weird that it calculates that much. I mean, makes sense because you're breaking something you shouldn't be with the other. Like say if it was a grass block or dirt or this and the other was not required tool, then sure. But we'll try, let's say, a shovel and see if that works. Can we? I assume we can, maybe? Try that. We'll just go with, say, a grass block. It can. Okay, so it can do shovel actions. Actually, maybe it can do axe actions as well. Actually, we'll get a log. Why not? Yeah, just try and break it with anything in it for the most part. But if you wanted it to be more suitable, I guess you could. So there's that. Otherwise, there is the placer, which you can use in coordination with the other to obviously break and place things. This pretty much just places blocks down. So we'll just get, for example, some cobble, put that there, put this here, and we'll just place a block in front of it all the time. It's not going to like build a bridge for you. So yeah, if you want to have it so that it breaks constantly certain things, it gives you, say, dust or whatever else from other mods, or just ores or other things, then yeah, maybe crops, for example, where it's like, okay, here's my wheat seeds or carrots or something like that. It breaks them once they're finished, and then it places the new one to keep planting them, sort of thing. So we do that. So yeah, we'll actually see if it can do crops, actually, because I'm curious. Can it place it on top of farmland? That's got close enough to water, right? Yeah. Okay, so carrots. It can place crops. Good to know. So yeah, that's good to know. That's functionally that's possible. And then we have the crafter, which I think is the last thing we have here. Yes, it is. Which pretty much just works as an auto crafter. So we put some coal in here, and we, for example, put a ton of cobble in here. It'll just work it out based on what recipes it can obviously detect, I assume. And there's that. So you can press that to remove the ghost, or what the prior recipe was. And have 8 furnaces. Put something a bit more complex in, like a piston. We'll get some redstone, and we'll get an iron ingot and such. As long as you've got, obviously, the shape here, it'll do what it can with what's available. Yep. So, there's that. So it doesn't just have to be a simple recipe. As long as it fits the 3x3 grid, I assume it works. We will test 2x2 though. So, and it obviously drops the stuff out like that if you do, besides just being a ghost. And we'll try, say, a stone brick recipe. And we'll try 2x2 for a test, and it can do 2x2. Actually, we can also do 1x1 with, say, a button or something, for example. Yep, so once it's got a ghost, it's not going to do anything. We do this, it just gives us a wooden button. We swap that, and we'll do sticks. Yep, so it can immediately swap if you keep updating the actual thing inside it, but obviously it has to, you know, be either going a certain way with it, so you can't do that, so you have to push that out. So there's that. So try and do whatever recipes it can. Otherwise though, we do... Yeah, I'll do the configs in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.